Hello students, welcome to Statics. I'm Dr. Stewart. Today we are going to go over the syllabus for our statics course in the semester of fall 2020. So if you are a student who is in statics, in my statics course for fall 2020, you're watching the correct video. So let's go ahead and go through the syllabus and describe how the course will be this semester. First, we have our class reference number. That is the reference number that you'll see on Goldmine for our course. Next, we have the textbook. Our textbook is Engineering Mechanics, Statics, the 14th edition. And this is by R.C. Hibbler. This book is published by Pearson. When you go to the syllabus, when you actually open up the syllabus, you can click the link directly to the book. This class does require that you purchase an access code for Mastering Engineering. That is an online homework and quiz system by Pearson. Our class this semester is online only. It means it's a completely online class that is asynchronous, meaning me and you, we're not going to meet in person very often. Most of your work will be done independently on your own terms, okay? This is going to be a class where setting a schedule for yourself is very important. Since this is an online class, there is no classroom. Prerequisites for this course are Calculus and Physics 1. It's very important for you to have both of those courses under your belt before you come into statics. Make sure that you take those, that you meet those prerequisites. The instructor, that's me. I am Dr. Calvin M. Stewart. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at the University of Texas at El Paso. You can see my email address here, as well as my office phone number. And this semester, our office hours are going to be on Fridays from 9 to 11 a.m. Or by appointment, and you'll be able to join those office hours by clicking the link in this syllabus. If you click the link in this syllabus, you'll be able to join the office hours for the course, right? And this is for UTEP students, all right? That's who these office hours are for. Teaching assistant hasn't been assigned to the course yet, but we'll update the syllabus with information about the TA and their office hours. But let's go ahead and get into the details of the course. So the objectives of this course: at the end of the course, students will learn the principles that govern the behavior of rigid body, mechanical engineering systems, and static equilibrium. Each of those pieces, rigid body, mechanical engineering system, and static equilibrium, has some meaning that you're going to learn in this course. And specifically, students will be able to do 5 things: identify an engineering problem and apply appropriate engineering mechanics analysis, draw free body diagrams and identify knowns and unknowns, forces and moments on objects. 3, represent forces and moment systems with equivalent systems. 4, perform analysis to identify all forces and moments acting internally and externally on an object. And 5, determine geometric properties of 1, 2, and 3-dimensional objects. So we will definitely hit all 5 of these topics. These are kind of the keys to the kingdom when you start to study the mechanics of materials and structures. Those objectives are going to be covered through 10 chapters of the book that cover different aspects of statics problems, right? The grade for this course is going to be distributed as follows. 10% of the grade is quizzes, 30% of the grade will be homeworks, 60% of the grade will be midterm exams, of which there will be 3 of them, for a total of 100% of your grade. So you can earn that 100% by doing well on each of those assignments. Beyond that 100%, the extra credit for this course, everyone loves extra credit, right? The extra credit for this course comes exclusively through what we'll call adaptive follow-up assignments, where when you're doing your homework, depending on how you do, these adaptive follow-up assignments will be generated and they'll assess your weaknesses that you did on your homework. So these adaptive follow-ups are worth up to 5% on top of the 100% you have in this course. What that means is if you do all the adaptive follow-ups, you'll get half a letter grade, extra credit. That's pretty good, right? But it requires you to do those adaptive follow-ups. All right, so just kind of keep that in mind. And more details are later in the syllabus. Our grade scale is a typical 10 points per category. So from 100 to 90 is A, 89 to 80 is B, and so on. And typically, this grading structure and plan remains the same, but I do reserve the right to revise it to your benefit, meaning if I need to give more curve, I will, right? Calculators. For this course, typically you need a very basic calculator. So any of the calculators that you could use during the fundamental engineers or professional engineer exam, which is at this website, you can use. So very basic models. This is an online course. So what does this online course thing mean? Well, this course is an online course, and students, that's you, will learn statics by reading the book, watching pre-recorded lecture and example videos, completing quizzes and homeworks, and then also completing the exams for the course. A typical weekly schedule is Mondays, you read the book, you watch a lecture video, you take a quiz. Tuesday, you do example videos related to that lecture video, and you start to complete your homework. Wednesday, you finish the homework for the first topic of the week, and then you start reading the book and watching lecture videos for the second topic of the week, followed by a quiz. Thursday, example videos for that second topic, and you start doing the homework. And then Fridays, we'll have our office hours on Microsoft Teams where we can chat. And then at the end of that day, you'll have the homework due for the second topic. Right? So you can see that almost every day, or literally every weekday, there is some activity that you need to complete for statics. So it's going to be very important for you to stay on schedule, complete the assignments according to the schedule, and keep yourself very well organized so that you can stay in the pocket in this course and do well and hit all of the performance criteria you need to succeed, right? On average, this course should take you 5 to 6 hours per week. So, a little bit over an hour each day will get you through this course. The homework assignments are posted to Pearson's Mastering Engineering website. It's a system where you can do your homework and quizzes online. Access to Mastering Engineering, the access code, you can purchase it at the bookstore, either with the textbook in a bundle or the access code by itself. You can also purchase the ebook and access code bundle or the access code by itself at masteringengineering.com. The international version of the textbook does not work for you to join our course on mastering engineering, the textbook bundle, right, that comes with the code. My recommendation, buy a used book, any edition. Statics is statics, it doesn't change, right? Get any used book you want and purchase the Mastering Engineering access code directly from masteringengineering.com. When you're registering, make sure you select the 14th edition of the book because that's the version that we're using. And anything you purchase online, I think you get up to 14 days to get a refund. So if you're not tracking well in the course and you want to withdraw, you can. Or if something happened and you need the funds back, you can get those back. Each assignment will take approximately 1 hour to complete or so. And homework assignments are due 9 p.m. on Wednesdays and Fridays, basically every Wednesday and Friday. And also keep a paper record of your homework solutions. Now, to join our course on Mastering Engineering, you're going to need to use the course ID that's listed here. This is the course ID for Fall 2020. So if you're not a part of my Fall 2020 course, don't use this ID code. It's not going to get you into the proper class. Now, I've provided in the syllabus a couple of links on how to get started, how to get into the mastering system. So if you do have some challenges, use these links so you can register properly. There are some other assignments that are also on mastering. One is the adaptive follow-up assignments. These are the extra credit. This is how you get extra credit in the course. Now, these adaptive follow-ups appear after each homework assignment. Once you've submitted and completed that homework assignment and the due date has passed, an adaptive follow-up assignment is generated based on how you did on that homework assignment. And it tries to kind of assess and teach you through your weaknesses and from how you did on the homework, right? Well, these adaptive follow-up assignments should take about 30 minutes to complete, and they are due 1 week after your homework assignment was due. So exactly 1 week later. And they will appear and start to generate on the Mastering Engineering system as we go through the semester. My recommendation is to complete these assignments on the weekend. They're extra credit. They take 30 minutes to complete. So you do a whole week, which is 2 topics. And then on Saturday or on the weekend, you do your extra credit assignments, right? And in that way, you get the extra credit over time, right? So another assignment that we have is our quizzes. Our quizzes can only be completed by reading the book and watching the lecture videos for the designated topic that the quizzes are related to, right? So you need to read the book, watch the lecture video, and then take the quiz. Quizzes are due at 10 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. All right, so what that means is you need to make sure that you get started on those quizzes early. All right, you need to get started, well more than an hour before the quiz is due, if you're going to have enough time to read the book and do everything. And then note that on Wednesdays, homework is due as well from the previous topic. So Wednesdays is really tight. You need to do those homeworks early. All right, now exams. Exams are going to be listed in the course schedule, which we'll see at the end of this video. And the dates for the exams can be subject to change. This semester, we're dealing with COVID, right? So there may be some changes in our schedule due to COVID. The exams will be completed online at gradescope.com, right? Gradescope.com is where you'll complete your exams, and you can register using your UTEP email address and the following entry code. You're going to need this entry code here, and this entry code is specific to fall 2020. So if you're not in my statics course registered at UTEP for fall 2020, this code isn't going to work for you. Now, the exams are closed book, closed note, and closed internet. The exams are to be completed solo with a course-approved calculator. You, the student, shall not use any person, social media, website, or service to aid you in completing the exam. You shall not share, screenshot, or upload any portion of the exam at any time, before or after the exams, right? Completing any of these activities is considered cheating on the exam, and the internet during the exam shall be actively monitored, including cheating websites and services. We all know what those websites are. And individuals found who have cheated on the exam or use these services and systems and social media platforms will be reported to the Office of Student Conduct and Conflict Resolution for academic violations. And my recommendation is going to be a penalty of an F, final grade in the course. So please, this is an online course. I know you can be very tempted to cheat, but I encourage you not to, because we will be able to detect it and then bad things will happen. All right. Now, the positives, how to excel on your exams. Well, the best way to excel is to actually really take the time and follow a problem-solving structure. You're going to see, as we go through all the videos for this course, that we follow this same procedure when we're solving example problems or any problem. So do that during the exam and you're going to do well. The first thing to do, list your knowns and unknowns. The second thing, draw a free body diagram. The third thing, list out any assumptions that you are going to make or any equations you might need. And then the fourth thing is to start solving the problem and go through step by step in solving that problem. The fifth thing is for your equations to label them and reference those labels. So if it's equation 1, say plugging equation 1 into 2, use that language. 6, Include units when you provide your answers and box your final answers. And then the last thing is neatness. Try to be neat. When you're writing out your notes, make it as clear as possible so that when you go back and read them, or when I read them on Gradescope, your exam answers, I will be able to understand and give you the credit that you deserve. Now, there's some mandatory things that you need to do as you get yourself started in this course. The first thing you need to do, subscribe to the YouTube channel. So when you go to the syllabus and you click this link, it will take you to where all of our lecture videos are found. The next thing you need to do is bookmark the course website. This is where all of the lecture notes, all of the information, the syllabus, schedule, everything is located. And that's at me.utep.edu/cmstewart/me1321.html, right? That will get you everything that you need for this course if you go to that web link. You also will need to register at masteringengeering.com, and you need to register at gradescope.com. All right. Now, course drop. Sometimes we need to drop a course, whether it's because we're not doing well or we're not focused or things just aren't working out for the semester. The drop deadline for this fall 2020 semester is October the 30th, right? It is your responsibility to officially drop this course if you no longer wish to take it and you want to be removed from the course, right? Failure to withdraw will result in you getting an F as your grade for this course, right? So don't just stop showing up. If you stop showing up, you're going to end up with an F. Officially drop the course. Make sure that you are officially dropped, and then you can stop attending the course. If you fall behind, though, don't give up and quit attending without dropping. If you're a student athlete, you're going to need to go to the Minor Athletics Advising Center before you can drop the course. And international students, you're going to also need to get approval from the Office of International Programs. I encourage you, if you're contemplating dropping the course, to reach out to me, to come to the office hours. We can chat about it, and I can give you my recommendation or at least help advise you on where you are and where you need to be. What do you need to do to succeed? Now, study aids. It's a couple of different ways or things that you can use to aid your study. The first thing are my office hours, which are held on Microsoft Teams, and the links at the top of this syllabus. If you can't attend those online live meetings, you can send me an email and we can make an appointment for an alternative time. And then all you'll need to do is use that same link, and I'll just get on at the same time that we've prearranged, and then we can chat. The teaching assistant is going to help with grading homeworks, dealing with trying to proctor and do this cheating scanning for the exams and answering questions. And the TA will have office hours that they will hold separately. There also is ACES and the Tutoring Center. There's two locations on campus and through online streaming that you'll be able to get some tutoring aid for the statics course. And now, the last thing we'll cover is the course schedule. This course is all pre-planned out. It's all configured, a very standard format. Each week, there'll be 2 topics that are covered, and then there'll be associated homework or quizzes. For our first week, it's a little bit light with only 1 homework due. But in our preceding weeks, we have 2 topics, 2 quizzes, and 2 homeworks every single week in the course, right? And the only time when we don't have that format is during exam week, where we'll have a review for the exam, and then we will have the exam, right? So basically, you can follow this. This is the course schedule as planned. It's all pre-programmed, right? The homework due dates, everything. So you can follow this, and if you want to maybe integrate some of these due dates into your Outlook calendar or to your Google Calendar or however you organize yourself, I encourage you to do so, right? Now, the key things to note is during the week of Thanksgiving, there's not going to be really any topics covered during that week, so we won't meet. There's not really any videos planned. And then after Thanksgiving, there's some TBD, to be determined topics, because there is some, questions on what's going to happen after Thanksgiving in terms of students going away, potentially getting COVID, and then coming back to campus. I just left that last week as TBD. And later in the semester, we'll update it with what will be there. Let's also remind ourselves, quizzes are due the night before, or the quizzes are due Mondays and Wednesdays, right, at 10 p.m., just say that. And homeworks are due Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. If you just put that in your calendar, put those dates, quizzes, Monday, Wednesday, 10 p.m., homework, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m., then you're at least got the deadlines onto your calendar and you're locked into the class, right? So this is pretty much our syllabus. We've covered everything. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave comments under this video and I'll reply to you. But also feel free to send me an email or join our Microsoft Teams office hours next week where we can go and answer any questions that you might have. So I hope you've enjoyed this syllabus review. Hope it wasn't too long, and I'll see you in the next video.